Alright, so our first cookie is the gingerbread cookie. These were definitely the most difficult to make. They required a lot of things I didn't have in my kitchen. I have most normal baking tools, items, flour, butter, sugar, whatever. But this required, we had to get ginger and molasses. So these were definitely the most expensive cookies probably to make. As for difficulty, there were 5.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give them a 5 as well. They took the most time, required the most ingredients, like Courtney said, and they were difficult to decorate because I am not a good cookie cake decorator.
Which moves us to appearance. This one might be a 3. Most are like a 1.5 to 2.
Yeah.
Some are like a -17.
Yeah, so this one looks like we knew what we were doing and it looks pretty good, but this was not the case for most of our cookies.
No.
This is one of the star cookies. So I'm gonna give it a 2 for the appearance. They look nice when they come out, but you can really mess it up when you're decorating.
I don't really know what the best answer for decorating cookies would be. We're not helping very much.
Again, we are not icing decorators.
No.
But it was fun for like 5 minutes.
And then we got bored. Okay, taste. I would definitely give them a 5.
Absolutely, these are a 5 for sure.
A lot of gingerbread can be hard and dry, but these were really moist. In the inside, they had a nice chew to them. There were also, the recipe we used, it was a Food Network recipe from Alex Garner Shelley. They're very orangey.
Right.
We zested an orange, kind of. We don't have a zester.
So we just used a potato peeler. Just kind of chopped at the orange a little bit, and the orange is really good. You can taste the orange, and there's also a lot of lemon juice in this recipe too. And it actually tastes really good. I was kind of worried about putting all the orange and lemon in, and it tastes really, really good.
Yeah, the citrus is really good with
Right.
the ginger.
Alright, so our second recipe that we went with were our Thumbprint Cookies. And our first score is our difficulty score. Now these were actually pretty easy. These were the last cookie that we cooked in our little order. But these are actually really simple to cook. They don't involve a lot of ingredients, not too many steps, so it didn't take a lot of time.
Yeah, it's pretty much your basic dough recipe. It's just butter, sugar, vanilla, flour, salt. That was it, I think, actually.
Right. So for my difficulty score, I'm gonna give these a 2 because they were pretty easy.
Yeah, I'd give it about a 1.5. Most cookie recipes call for an electric mixer or a KitchenAid mixer. We don't have those. Alright, so the taste on these, I'd probably give them like a 2. The dough is pretty dry. The dough is just, it's not that flavorful. I don't know if maybe it needed more butter.
Right.
Probably.
These cookies kind of taste like how I remember them, and they've always kind of been a little bit like flakier and not super soft. But the taste just isn't that great. The jelly definitely makes up for it, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat that.
Yeah, but I would give these a 2 as well for the taste.
Preview.
So our third cookie are what are they called?
These are called a chocolate crinkle cookie.
Yes. And these, we actually started the day making these because they require, the dough needs to sit for 4 hours in the refrigerator, or they can be left to sit overnight, but we did these all in one day.
Yeah. So the recipe's a little misleading because it says 4 hours of prep time. They really don't take that long.
It's not that bad.
You just have to chill the dough.
Difficulty for these, I would say probably like a 2.5. Again, these were difficult because we didn't have a mixer, so mixing all of the cocoa powder and all the eggs, and it was an arm workout. Required all 3 of us to.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would give these about a 3 for difficulty. They're not too hard. They take a little bit longer, but again, the mixing is pretty tough when you don't have a mixer.
But
there's a lot of ingredients.
Yeah, once they're done, all you do is you just roll them in a ball, roll them in the powdered sugar, put them on the pan with parchment paper, and then They turn out really nice. So for appearance, I would give these a 5.
I'm giving these a 5
When
too.
we have all of these on a plate, they look really professional, really good. So these are definitely cookies that aren't super hard. You can impress people with them.
Right. It looks like it's a really complicated process here. It's not at all. So this is definitely a good cookie.
All right, taste. They're really
They're
good.
really good.
Yeah. They taste like brownies, and that's what we said. The dough is really similar to a brownie consistency.
They're a lot stickier.
It calls for oil instead of butter, which isn't common for most cookie doughs. But yeah, they're really chewy, really good.
Yeah, and they're really soft on the inside too. Again, we pulled them right out of the oven right at the suggested baking time and didn't let them bake any longer. And so the middle is really soft and chewy, like pretty much like a brownie. Really good.
Yeah, if you like chocolate, these are definitely the way to go.
All right, so for my taste rating, I'm gonna give these a 4. Because compared to the gingerbread recipe is pretty amazing.
That's true.
And so I think these are a 4, definitely good, nothing over the top. And those gingerbread cookies were just like a perfect 5 to me.
Upon further review, I'll agree with you. Right before, still really good, but gingerbread cookies were just a lot more impressive.